Hello everyone, welcome to this video on mobility map in participatory rural appraisal. If you are into social research or development work or just want to learn about how people movement pattern can reveal a lot about their life, then this video is for you. So let's get started. So first thing first, what happened in PRA? PRA stands for Participatory Rural Appraisal. Is basically a bunch of tools and techniques that help local people to talk about their life, problems, and priorities. Instead of outsiders doing all the analysis, the people in community do it themselves using simple and visual tools like maps and charts. It's super useful in rural areas for planning development work or understanding community needs or just listening to people better. Now, one of those tools is the mobility map. This tool shows where someone goes, like schools, markets, or hospitals, and how often they go there. So imagine someone sitting down and drawing their daily or weekly routes on paper. You start to see who moves where and why. It's great for spotting things like how accessible services are, what places are visited often, and whether men and women move differently. So, why do we even need this kind of maps? Well, they help us understand things like daily routine or gender based movement, access to school, healthcare, and water, social interaction, and overall, it gives us sense of what's easy, what's hard, and what needs improvement in person's daily life. So, how do you actually make a mobility map? It's pretty simple and even fun. You start by choosing someone to talk to, maybe a local woman, a student, or a farmer. They draw their home in the middle of page, and then they draw all the places they go regularly, like market, field, or school. Lines show how often they go. Thick lines for daily trips and thin line for monthly trips. And while drawing, they explain stuff, why they go, how they get there, or if there are any problems on the way. It turns into a really rich and personal story. So here's an example of mobility map. Let's say this is a village woman's map. She has her home in the middle, you can see here. From there, she goes to school to drop off her kids. That's daily. To the market maybe twice or three times a week, and to the Grameen Bank twice a month. She might go to health clinic really, or maybe only the men go to the industrial areas or bus station. All these lines and visits tell us a lot about their who she is and what she needs and what challenges she faces. Mobility maps gives us so many cool insights. We can see here like how far people have to travel just to reach basic stuff, and whether women have more limited movement than men, and what things are close and what are far, and where people are depending on outsiders. These are the things you can't always find out from just a survey or questionnaire. Advantages of using mobility maps. Why do people love using mobility maps? They are super easy to do, even if someone can't read or write. They get people talking, and people love sharing their daily life. You get visual info, what's easier to understand. And it's actually kind of fun. it feels more like storytelling than research. That's why this tool is so popular in fieldwork. But of course, no tool is perfect. Mobility maps have a few limitations, like they usually show recent movement but not seasonal one. Like if people go to distant farms in winter, sometimes people say that they think they want to hear, so you need to create a comfortable vibe. And yeah, it takes a bit of experience to ask the right follow-up question and really understand the map. But overall, still a great tool. So that's the gist of it. The mobility map is a simple, powerful way to understand someone's life through the places they visit. It helps us see the gaps, like if people aren't visiting health clinics because they are too far or too expensive. It's a great starting point for better planning, better listening, and more human centered development. So, thanks for watching. If this helps you learn something new about participatory rural appraisal or mobility map, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. And if you have already any question or on some demo representation, then you can drop a comment below.